As we wrap up Autism Awareness Month and enter Mental Health Awareness Month, we're checking a population that's not only just immune to its own mental health struggles, it's not talked about enough.
And we're talking about those in the medical and research fields. As NBC 10's Monica Medea learned, some claim the atmosphere to get help isn't always welcoming, but there are resources available.
Lindsay Demers holds a Ph.D. and a role as an assistant professor of medicine at Boston University. As the director of the Education Evaluation Corps, she studies the effectiveness of education interventions in medical schools. Well, then she needed to stage her own workplace intervention.
When did things start to change from you?
In 2021, 2022, when I disclosed that I have an invisible disability and requested accommodations.
Lindsay was diagnosed with autism in 2020. She found a way to successfully manage her workday after asking and receiving accommodations. But despite working at an esteemed university with its own research in this field, she felt unheard.
It wasn't until I started to become more vocal about kind of equality and accessibility that I noticed few key people that I worked alongside really kind of having outdated views.
She tried to engage in constructive conversations. When that didn't work, she went to superiors and the institution's Equal Opportunity Office. She later filed a claim with the Massachusetts Commission Against Discrimination, a free resource for anyone who feels they've been discriminated against.
A comment that I believe a supervisor said about disabled individuals were unreliable and could not be trusted to get the job done.
I don't think this person has malintent, but just that they have a really internalized sense of the medical model of disability, which really looks at disability as a problem that needs to be cured.
Lindsay also alleged retaliation after disclosing her disability. BU's Equal Opportunity Office later concluded there was insufficient evidence of discrimination because her employment and pay was not affected.
My observation is that in institutions where there are a lot of PhDs and et cetera, in the titles, or MDs and so on, that the discrimination is at least as rampant.
Attorney Robert Hernandez works with the Mental Health Legal Advisors Committee. He says people who request accommodations are protected under Massachusetts law, but coming forward is not easy, and many don't. A 2023 study published in the National Library of Medicine looks specifically at the experiences of autistic doctors. Of those who requested workplace accommodations, only half actually got them. The study also found the mental health of those respondents was poor, with high rates of suicidal ideation, especially when autism was viewed as a disorder.
Generally, in our top 3 of complaints that are filed at the MCAD are complaints of discrimination based on disability. And those have started to climb within the last, past few years.
MCAD reports mental health claims dropped during the pandemic. Last year, they rose to 203. From 133 the previous year. Lindsay's MCAD claim has not been resolved yet.
I came forward because my concern really extends beyond my experience.
Do you think this is a BU problem? Do you think this is a university problem? Do you think this is a medical problem, or all of the above?
I think this is an everywhere problem. I think that I'm most discouraged because of the setting that I'm in, because I'm in a medical setting that sees a lot of vulnerable patients. I would think that there would be a little bit more understanding.
Now, Boston University could not offer us specific comments to our story, but they did direct us to their Equal Opportunity Office, who gave us a statement reading their mission is to uphold equal opportunity principles throughout the university community, fostering an environment free from unlawful harassment, discrimination, or access barriers. MCAD or MCAD, they will conduct the investigation to determine if there is discrimination. Remedies include compensation for lost wages or mediation services. Monica Medea, NBC 10 Boston.